Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Timberborn. It's Coach LB, and we're gonna get back into it with this map, and we are going to finish this water reservoir to keep our crops watered during a drought. And we are going to continue building up and work our way up to this area up here. We're going to try and do some nice things up there. And I have a couple ideas that I want to try out on this map because they're pretty easy to do, but it should be kind of fun. So let's get back to it. Let's start this up and see where we are. So one thing I want to do is I'm going to have to fix this road at some point. I don't really like it, is the best way to say. Let's see. Let's speed this up. All right. One thing I do want to do is I want to get our gear workshop opened up and start making gears. So gears are going to be made from planks, and what gears are going to allow us to do is create they're used in some of the bigger items that you'll be able to build, so they will be essential when we decide to move up to our bigger water storage. Two unemployed beavers. We got a builder's hut. So one thing I am thinking about doing, and we may just do it now, is a different form of crop that I'd like to get started. And we are going to build that over here. So I just need a pathway to get down. And then we're going to need some space. Figure that out. I think I need another farmhouse. They're not keeping up with all the crops, which is actually a pretty good thing to be when you think about it. So we are going to build another farmhouse. Those can grow. I'm fine with that. And there's our drought coming, which will be fine for it. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to plant some birch because I was thinking about it. And while birch doesn't give you much wood, the rate at which it grows is actually very, very good because it's quick. And so that way we never have a backlog of ever actually needing wood, even though we have quite a stockpile of logs. It won't be that way forever. And the more logs we have, the easier it is to deal with certain issues that may arise if we have to build something very quickly. And we'll get to see how this works during this drought. So 1.9 days until that happens. Oh no, we flooded that area. Well, hopefully we won't flood that mine anymore. The good thing is the water will evaporate during the dry season, and during normal, since we won't be sending water there regularly. So this district I'm going to try to keep to this area right here. Like, I'm going to extend it out and up this way because I want this area over here to be a separate district, and I'll get more into that once we get there. Then I'd also like to put a district over here, and I want this to be somewhat of a industrial area. But we're also going to try and put some water here too as well. And it says something. Oh. It'll be a while, but we'll put paper in that. It'll be a while before we get to paper. We can always plan ahead. All right. Yeah, we pretty much exhausted our supply of planks, which is okay. It's not a terrible thing. But I need... Okay, to maximize this, I need to open up the mini lodge, which is an interesting little lodge that's going to go right there. It'll give us another one inhabitant, but it's going to serve a specific purpose. Very specific purpose. So from here on, what we're going to be looking at is we're going to build up our beaver colony a little bit more. We're gonna, because we're definitely sustainable right now. We have no problems with food. Water may get a little bit on the tough side, but we just need to make sure we have at least one more water storage. And this was only a 5-day drought anyway, so it shouldn't be too bad. But now, as you can see, we've been pumping the water out, and our water levels are lowering. So we've got maybe just a little bit of one tile left. So before that goes down, all we have to do is drop our floodgates down, and boom, we have a little bit more water flow into there, and that'll just keep us. The goal of this isn't to keep our water going. It's actually to keep all of the ground hydrated, because keeping the ground hydrated means none of our crops will go bad. Trees have a much longer life cycle that they can sustain without water, but crops do not. If you look, you'll see it's watered, it's alive, but if it was to dry out, it would tell you how long before it all dies. And having another farmhouse will help us get to these crops that are just sitting. All right, these two houses are built. So we got 6 open beds, so we're hoping for 6 more beavers over the next couple days be born. Oh, we had 3 born within the last day. Or 2 days. So that's good. Even though some of them are dying as old age just as fast as the beavers are coming back. But it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay, our drought's over. We're back. Our drought's over. And as you can see, this is, we just raised this back up. Nothing actually died out or got dried out while we were gone. And I didn't actually lower it at all again. I could have, but I chose not to. So next on our agenda, I put in a little bit more storage. So the original plan I had for my storage, I kind of messed that up. So I'm just going to go with a little bit of a different way of doing what I like, what I want it to look like, and how I want it to store stuff. So I created these small ones. They are going to be for Spatterdock, which is going to be a food source that we are going to start on very shortly. I definitely have enough science to open it up, but I don't have enough population because, as you can see, I still have I have 6 vacancies right now for jobs, and I have no extra beavers. So we're going to hold off on that for a moment. And it looks like they're catching up pretty well with the crops with just that one extra beaver. Our birch is grown, so I could turn off a lumberjack for right now and send them over to... Hopefully they'll go over to the farmhouse. Because of all those extra lumberjacks. He went to the gear workshop, didn't he? Nope, he did not. I'm not sure where he ran off to. Oh, I made the classic mistake. The classic error. Forgot to mark off that cutting so they could cut down those trees. I was wondering why they hadn't cut them down yet. The classic blunder. Some people would say it's never getting a land war in Asia. And if you got that reference, you're cool in my book. So I'll put a couple more oak trees there. Yep, he reaches. Put a couple more oak trees there. So one thing I do plan to do once we get dynamite is I'm actually going to level this entire thing to increase our farming for trees over to this side, because we're not going to need all of this. All right. So we'll let this run for a little bit and then we'll be back. Okay, it's day 8. So I've done things, a couple things. So I've put another housing unit in here. We're going to need that. But what I'm doing here is I'm getting ready for large lodgings that I'm going to be using. But the other thing I did was manipulation of aesthetics. So under your decorations, your aesthetics, these items, when you put them around the lodging where they live, the beavers live, it will raise their well-being. So I put these shrubs here because it only affects one tile around it. But where I have it, it covers 1, 2, 3 lodgings. So therefore, this is going to affect 9 beavers, which is amazing with just this one item. And so I did the same thing on this side. But there's other things that will affect the well-being, but I wanted that to try and raise the morale. Oh, we have 7 children. 0 unemployed. So that means all of our slots are filled right now, which is great. We're building up the plank stores, which is good. Really good on the logs. And we are good on our food. So we're at 683. What do I want to unlock? I could unlock a large warehouse. I'd rather unlock a medium tank. And we're going to need gears for that. But I'm not going to place my medium tank just yet. And that is because I need to put in some more pathways over here. So this path will go here. Yeah. That was the incorrect place for that path. That path is going to go there and there. And so that's 4. Oh, no, that's perfect. That'll be perfect. So now I can build my my medium water tank up here, medium tank, and we're going to store water in there. And since this one's done, we're going to set it to empty so it doesn't get any more. All right. And I need to unlock the double platform. Yes. That is where I needed that. All right, drought in 2.5 days, which will be fine. It'll be fine. Started filling up this water. And oh, we have 4 beavers that are unemployed. So now we can do what I wanted to do before. Aquatic farmhouse. This is going to give us a different type of food. But these have to be planted within the water. So it makes it very interesting. So let's see. Do I place it here? What kind of coverage does that give me? Or here? Yeah, we'll just put it there. And now that we have that, we can plant crops. Which you're probably asking yourself, why am I planting these before the drought? Well, I'm marking out the territory for it, but that doesn't mean that it's not going to be planted. It might get planted during the drought, but I just wanted to get it set up and started. No time like the present. Let's see. Yep, it should be able to cover all of that. Let's see, how many potatoes do we have? We've got a full thing of potatoes. So the thing about, if I start a grill, it's going to grill up those potatoes faster than the grill can keep up, or faster than the potatoes can keep up with. But grilled potatoes are really, really nice. Do I want here, or was I going to wait? You know what? I can put it up here. And I'm actually going to extend out my potato fields. Now, as you can see, there's also wheat and cattails. Cattails we can plant. It has to be planted in water, just like the spatterdock. But we're not going to plant any of that right now because I would much rather just wait. And we're going to change this to grilled potatoes. So we'll start taking the potatoes from here to use, well, should be, I'll hit supply. Oh man, they're bringing potatoes straight from the field to the grill. I wasn't expecting that, but it's fine. It is 100% fine. Mm, 5.4 days on this drought. As you can see, our spatterdock is starting to be up above the water. I'm going to delete that since we are during the drought. And our water does seem to be getting a little low, so we will bring that down some, replenish some of that water. All the water over here dried up, which is good. We'll just switch that back to accept. We'll actually just get, after the end of the drought, we'll just get rid of all of these. We'll have the water shipped to the other one. And that way we will continually, we'll build up our water supply. I need to figure out if we're going to need another water pump. Which, if we need another water pump, we may have to do some more work here. You know what? Might as well just start on it now. Yeah, we're blocking that whole area off. But it will all make sense. Well, actually, I don't need to go all the way over here, so we will move these and those. But we will also need to put some here. And this will make a whole lot of sense after it's done. Oh, delete that path. Stairs, stairs. And I'm going to do something very interesting. Change the priority on these to try and get, or actually, I just need to prioritize the entire top row. And that should allow them to place it so the priority, or that should allow them to place it so they place these without anyone getting trapped. Oh, we're at well-being 10. All right. Because the grilled potatoes, we got carrots, we need more wet fur. And I am definitely not ready to go to showers yet. We don't have enough sustainable water. We're going to need another campfire. What is our water level right now? Oh, it's dry. So we'll just let it all the way down. Just to make sure that we don't dry out. Yep, you can get sidetracked during a drought because that would have been pretty terrible. We're going to increase the priority for these stairs. So they build those next. And here comes more water. It's going to fill up that one. And of course, the flooding from the initial surge of water. But it's still not that big of an issue. Turn this one back off, so if I get an available beaver, it'll go right to the lumberjack slot. All right. Man, our grilled potatoes. Oh, we're killing it with the potatoes now. So one interesting thing you can do is if you click this, it'll show you what's in all of your storage. So you can see the numbers. I'd been playing for a while before I figured that one out, and I was kicking myself once I did. But it's an easy way to actually see your storage numbers really quickly. So when you're building storage and it's multi-tiered and it's always hard to find, you'll see it. But then you can also click on the number and it'll highlight whatever storage you're looking for. So that's something that's very, very nice. And we're going to empty this water, empty that water, empty this water, have it moved to this one, so that way we can start filling that one permanently. We're going to delete these two, or three, and we are going to move on from that. But I do feel we are going to need another water pump, because this one is just not, it's just not going to be sustainable. So we're going to need at least one more. And 763. Oh yeah. Large warehouse. We're going to go ahead and get our first large warehouse. It's going to be right there. And once they're done building this, it's going to be our new carrot storage. Now you're probably wondering why I haven't even started touching this area. It's because, like I said, I want to build our way back this way with our first district. Once our first district is completely sustainable, I want to move on to the second district over here because I have a lot of ideas of what I want to do. And it's going to take a lot of prep work. And then housing. So instead of going to the double lodge, which sleeps 6, I'm going to go straight to the triple lodge. Because the triple lodge is going to go here. And so I'm going to build my first triple lodge, and then we also are going to need pathing to be able to access it. And I know you're probably wondering, why are you building all of this stuff this way? Oh. Hey, why are you building all this stuff this way? Yeah. Okay, so you're probably wondering why I'm doing all of this extra stuff here. I have this huge thing about symmetry, and I just think it's better that way. So, with that being said, I also have to call it because I think this one's going to end up being really long at this rate, and I'm pretty sure I went over my time, over the time I wanted. So we will catch you in the next video. Peace out.